Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
If we knew what was about to happen tomorrow, next week, or even 5 minutes from now, we'd probably do things a bit differently, make different choices. I'm sure we all have these moments where we look back and say, if I'd only known. The thing is, we don't know, but God does. That's why we have to pay attention to those little nudges the Lord gives us. I remember when we go visit my grandmother, and when we were about to leave, she'd start to cry. I asked my mom why, and she replied, she's afraid she'll never see us again. So she treated every goodbye as if it was the last. The truth is, we never really know when we or a loved one will breathe our last, so that's really a good way to live. Don't leave things unsaid. Don't leave things undone. Don't let arguments go unresolved. Let your loved ones know they're loved. At that last Passover with his disciples in John 13, it says, Jesus knew that his hour had come, that he should depart from this world to the Father. He knew his time on earth was coming to a close. He knew this would be the last night with his disciples before his arrest and crucifixion. He'd also known it was coming, so he didn't leave anything undone or unsaid. What else did he know as he ate in that upper room with his disciples? He knew that he loved his disciples. It says, having loved his own, he loved them to the end. Despite their inconsistencies, ambitions of being first, pride, hard-headedness, and all the other faults he saw so clearly in them, he loved them because they were his. He knew they'd all run away and leave him alone, and Peter would deny him, but he loved them. Aren't you glad he loves us, faults and all? Nothing, not even us, can separate us from his love when we are his. He knew the devil had already convinced Judas to betray him, so he knew they had a traitor in their midst. But if you think about it, he'd known that all along, yet he had treated Judas with the same gentle, loving care that he treated the rest of the 11 with. In fact, when he announced later that one of the 12 would betray him, they literally had no idea he spoke of Judas. But Jesus knew the whole time. John also says Jesus knew that the Father had given all things into his hands, and that he had come from God and was going to God. Jesus knew who he was, the omnipotent God of the universe, and the plan that was about to unfold. The crucifixion came as no surprise to him. He was in complete control the whole time. Everything went according to his plan. So Jesus knew his time had come. He loved his disciples. His betrayer was among them, and he was in control. Knowing all of this, what did he do? He rose from supper, laid aside his garments, took a towel, and girded himself. He began to wash his disciples' feet. Yes, even Judas. This final act of service was his priority. If pictures are worth 1,000 words, this action was worth at least 10,000 words. He taught them more than his words could about humility, servant leadership, love, modeling for others. What does it teach you? How could you use these lessons this week?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thank you for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.